Hey everyone! I returned to you in a slightly different filming location because rather than on my desk, I'm just currently on the floor because I'm surrounded by what seems to be about 250 K-pop albums at the moment because I'm doing a video that I've wanted to do for a while, and it is a full collection video. So I'm going to be showing off every single album that I own. Rapid fire style, so I won't have a chance to talk really in detail because I don't want this to be like a 45-minute long video. Because I could do that if I wanted to, but we're just going to keep it nice and short. And I'm just going to go one by one, group by group, depending on how many CDs they've got. So I'm going to start with groups that I just own one thing of, and then going to move up till there's some groups that I got about 20 things from. So yeah. If you're interested in hearing my thoughts on these groups in a little more detail, I will leave a playlist down below that I made of my previous album collection videos where I go in specific detail on a few groups or one group at a time, and really you can hear my feelings on probably almost all of these groups I've done a video on. But yeah, we're going to start with artists that I only own one CD of, and we're going to move all the way until my top 5 bias groups, which I will do at the end, because even though they might not have as many CDs as some of the other groups here, Cough Cough, Tiara, Cough Cough, they are still my top 5, so I'm going to leave them till the end. So let's just get right into it with Sia. I have the first album, The First Mind. As you can see, it's a really damaged copy. It used to be a library rental. I've got a signed copy of Stellar's Cry, Fiestar's The Black Label, 17, Boys B, this is the Hyde version, Crayon Pops, The Streets Go Disco, this is the Way cover, Lowen Tree's Summer Story, Ladies Code Mystery, Jaya, Jaegugi Idol Illusion, and I've got TVXQ's Sooty Sooty, the Spellbound album. That's all I have from artists with just one release, because if I'm gonna buy a release from a group, I tend to buy more than one because I am really invested in the group. I've got a lot of albums, but surprisingly not a lot of artists. Maybe just 20-25 different artists in my collection, except for these ones. So yeah, I've got a lot of artists with a very few amount of artists with a lot of albums, and not a lot of artists with just one album. But we're gonna move on to 2 album groups. I've got Double S 301, Double S 501. It really doesn't matter because I only have Double S 301 albums. I've got Eternal 5 and Eternal 0. I really want to get Eternal 1 as well, because then it'll spell out 501 like that. Then I've got Tahiti, 5 Beats of Hearts, and a signed copy of Skip. This is really going to pile up quickly, and you're going to see what I currently have surrounding me. I have 9 Muses, this is the Lost album, and the first mini album, Sweet Rendezvous. And then I've got Treetops, this is Sweet Holic, and Boorish Love, the first full-length album. And finally, for just artists that I have 2 albums from, I have UKISS, this is the Dora Dora album, and the first full-length album, Only One. If you've seen my previous video where I went over UKISS, then you might be rightfully wondering where my other UKISS albums went, but I decided I'm just going to keep these 2 albums because I've got a whole tub of albums that I plan on selling or giving away, so I'm not going to include them in my collection because I do have other Tahiti albums. I have a lot more Tahiti albums, but I don't really follow them as much anymore, so I plan on selling them. Same with UKISS, but I do plan on keeping those because I really like those albums. Okay, groups with 3 releases. AOA, I have the second single, Wannabe. The 5th single, Miniskirt. And the 3rd mini, Heart Attack. Then, B1A4, What's Happening, the 4th mini album. In the Wind. And Good Timing, the full album. I really want more B1A4 stuff. Except I'm not buying too many albums at the moment. And then I've got M Black, the 6th mini album, Broken, signed. I also have 2 copies of that, but I'm planning on selling one. The 2nd single, Why. Really love that song. And then the Love Beat album. And I believe that is all my artists with just 3 albums, so we can move on to 4 albums. We're just speeding right through, but it's gonna get a lot more in-depth later. I've got Sondam-bi. This is her first mini album. I'm gonna reach over there. The 4th mini album, Dripping Tears. 3rd mini album, The Queen. This is signed. And the first full-length album, Type B, Back to 80s. I really want the rest of her albums too. Cry Eye, stuff like that. The 2nd mini album especially. Oh. And we have Orange Caramel, Bangkok City. The full album, Lipstick. The 3rd single, Catalina. And the 4th single, My Copycat. I had all of their Korean releases, but I recently sold them because Lipstick pretty much has all the other songs from the first mini albums on it and Shanghai Romance, so I sold those. And then, oh my gosh, all of the artists left have a lot of albums, so I'm just gonna guess at this point, and we're gonna go to Gabby and Che. I have their first full-length album, the very first. The 2nd full album, The Very Surprise. The Best of album, A Final Reminder. The 4th album, Part A, Heartbreak Hotel. The 6th album, Part 2, She, signed. The 7th album, Part 1, Hello, also signed. And digital mini album, I think it's like the 10th mini album, something like that. An Obvious Mellow, also signed. Yes, I have a lot of signed Gabby and Che albums. And then I think the next artist is Rainbow. So I've got first mini, Gossip Girl. The 2nd mini, So Girls. The repackage of So Girls. Part A of the first album, Rainbow Syndrome, and Part B as well, Sunshine. I'm gonna show this off every chance I get, because yes! And one more time. And then the 3rd mini album, Innocent. A signed copy of Prism. I also have an unsigned copy, but once again selling it. Rainbow Blacks, the special album, signed, of course. I love Rainbow so much. And then, let's see if I can do this. I've got the full photo book up close, the Make Star item. Yes. Put that way over here. And then we're gonna go do... Okay, Attention. Got the first album, Top Secret. I'm sorry this is not more like in order, but it's more about what wouldn't fall over when I put it on top of each other. And then I've got the second mini album, I believe. This is Spotlight, both versions. The third mini album, Summer Go, limited edition. The fifth mini album, Burst. The sixth mini album, Stardom. Oh no, I think this is the second mini album, Bravo. And a signed copy of the first full-length album, Invitation, the silver version. This is getting a little precarious. And then we're gonna go with Dal Shabet. Joker is Alive, the 8th mini album. The first mini, Super Duper Diva. The second mini, Pink Rocket. The fourth mini, Hit You. The fifth mini, Have Don't Have. The third mini, Bling Bling. The sixth mini, Be Ambitious. The first full-length album, Bang Bang. The 10th mini album, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Subin's mini album, Flower. 7th mini album, BBB, Signed. And the 9th mini, Naturalness, Signed. Oh, yes, I own a full Korean collection for Dal Shabet. And we're getting down to the last few groups that I own a lot of before my bias groups. So this is Secret, Moving in Secret, the first full-length album. The fourth mini album, Letter from Secret. Hyosung's mini album, Colored. The third single, Gift from Secret. The second single, Starlight Moonlight. Jian's first single, Hope Torture. The third mini, Poison. The first mini, Secret Time. Jian's second mini album, Bobby Doll. The fifth mini album, Secret Summer, the pink version. And the blue version. My favorite, the second mini album, Madonna. And the first single, the most famous, Shy Boy. Yeah, I own a full Secret collection. I don't own all their solo things though. Pardon me while I grab this gigantic pile of albums. Next is Infinite. I've got the first full album, repackaged, Paradise. The single album, Destiny. The third mini album, maybe, Infinitize. I had The Chaser. The fifth mini, Reality. The first mini, First Invasion. Infinite F's album, Azure. The first full-length album, Over the Top. The second full album, Season 2. The first single, In Spirit. The second album, repackage, Be Back. The fourth mini album, Signed, New Challenge. The sixth mini album, Infinite Only, the regular version. The second mini album, my favorite, with BTD, Evolution. The third full-length album, Top Seed. And the Japanese limited edition, huge, gigantic, She's Back with the DVD. All my Infinite albums. But I think I have even more from the last group in this part before my bias is Tiara. The first full-length album, absolute first album. Oh, that's a little dangerous. We'll put it back there. The repackage, Breaking Heart. This isn't gonna get out of order real quick. John Travolta Wannabe, one with Roly Poly on it. Day by Day. And an End, the one with Sugar Free. Ti Amo, Remember. Again, the one with the number 9. The subunit, N4. Roly Poly and Copacabana. The second release, I guess, Temptastic. Black Eyes with Cry Cry. I believe this is the repack. Mirage with Sexy Love. Lovey Dovey, the repackage of something, I can't even remember. I think this is the repack of Cry Cry. So good, so crazy. This one. And not one, not two, but 3 versions of What's My Name. Plan on getting the rest. Ugh. That is all of my albums that I own for my non-biased groups. I'm just gonna pull back here so I can show you. Look at this. This is craziness. So, I will be back. I will probably edit in the second part of this video where I will show off the albums for my 5 biased groups. See ya then with even more albums. So here is where I keep all of my bias group albums. It's in like a different section separate from the rest of my albums, which I'll show you as well. I'll show you my shelf, but I'm just gonna go quickly over my top 5 groups. Here they are in order. This is number 5, Davichi. This is New East, Brown Eyed Girls, Boyfriend, and Sunny Hill. I've got signed albums from them all. Super happy. And then I'd keep my Davichi albums separately because I really don't have much more room over here, but I will show you the other ones here. So my New East collection, I have Face, Action, Hello, Sleep Talking, Rebirth, the special single I'm Bad, Q Is, Canvas, and both versions of the New East W first album. I plan on getting both versions of the other one as well. And then my third favorite group is actually BEG, so we'll move over here quickly. I've got Sixth Sense, Jaya's album, Guns' first album, Mirio, Sound G, and the repack, Truth or Dare, the best of Guyan's last release, the second album, Narsha's album, Basic, Guyan's, the one with Bloom, her duet album, Black Box, a second copy, the first album, Hawa, that had Apple and Paradise Lost, the special Ice Skate album, and their 2 mini albums, as well as Narsha's Mamma Mia. And then we're gonna go back over here one more time for my second favorite group, Boyfriend. I think I have a full collection. We've got Aya, Giannis, Boyfriend, Witch, Boyfriend in Wonderland. This one had Bounce in it. Obsession, Love Style, the second and third singles, and the 5th mini, the night and day version. Also, this was a signed copy of the day version. And I also have the digital single On and On. And my favorite group, we'll just do them really quickly, Sunny Hill. I've got the single with Daybreak, the first single, Antique Romance, Young Folk, Midnight Circus, and then a signed copy, Grasshopper Song, and the full album, and a few digital singles. That's Pray, Princess and Prince Charming, and Here I Am. So I'm just going to take you over to the shelf where I keep my Davichi albums, and then I'll do a final once over. And here is the most of my collection that I showed you before. Here's where I keep everything, or mostly everything. I'll get to the last few albums in just a second, but this is what my shelf looks like. Got taller albums on the bottom, some short ones, and then the tallest ones up there. And here we've got some signed albums, Infinite, Rainbow, Up Tension, and then photo books in the back. I'm just going to go over my Davichi albums really quickly. Here's the And 10 album. Let's see. Oh, and a few more Boyfriend albums. I have 2 more copies of Giannis. And a lot of Davichi albums are here. We've got, this is Davichi in Wonderland, Love Delight. More Boyfriend albums. I got promo copies of the first singles. And then down here, here's the repack of their first album. Here's 50X Half. This is a signed copy as well. And then I've got the Best Of album right here, the blue one. And that is all of them, I think. Oh, also this one, Innocence. That's a Davichi album as well. So this is the main part of my collection. Here's where I usually film, in front of my calligraphy stuff and my gaming stuff. And then I've got my BEG poster, my Tiara poster, and then just the last few albums over on display, signed Dal Chapet and Stellar, Gavi NJ, M Black, Sundam B. Yeah, this is my K-pop area. And up here, this is my photo card binder. I still have not gotten around to do a video for that, but I will, I promise. But yeah, this is everything. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll reply. If you want me to do an unboxing of any of the albums you see, I plan on doing some unboxings, so you'll get to see those. And yeah, thanks for watching my collection video. I'll probably give you an update in the future when I get enough things. Maybe next year I'll show you where I'm at. But yeah, this is my entire K-pop collection. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.